Two teams begin a new journey, the beginning of the NBA regular season.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by my colleagues and my friends, my buds, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, this is a game that may be determined early, and they have made it clear that their focus is to limit mistakes and deliver the defensive and offensive performance they're capable of. And what a joy to behold opening night of a new NBA season. A fresh start for everybody, including us. Shaq, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, some of the almost teams that couldn't get over the hump last year, I'm interested to see if they've taken that next step. It's always interesting to see the young players and how they develop during the offseason. Were you partying or were you practicing?
Ooh, I like the party practice thing, the P or the P. But I'll tell you what, this is the time of optimism. Everyone says it's a fresh start at 0-0. We should all be in the mix, but that's not reality. But I like the optimism right now. Fantastic.
Yeah. Opening night, fresh start. Have you lost weight?
Yes, I have.
You look tremendous.
I really have. Thank you, Ernest.
Shaq, just a physical specimen. That's all I can say.
Was that a low blow, Ernie?
It was not, as a matter of fact. You look great. It's been,
I'm really,
we had an off season, and here we are, and you look like you're in game shape.
Because I'm really optimistic about the question. Oh, you throw a big word, I throw a big word. Optimism, optimistic. But it don't matter. It's still a big word.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you so much for joining us. You do. You look great.
And yes, Ernie, I lost 2 pounds over the whole summer.
This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. It's East versus West here in Toronto. The Raptors hope to put on a show for their hometown fans. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Here we go. And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building. And there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
Oh, man, yeah. He scored in a number of ways. Half-court transition, inside, outside. They just were unstoppable.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair. Ryan Anderson out there with Harrell, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Now here's Beverly. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go.
He could not have been more wide open. I'm sure he's kicking himself for missing out.
Well, of course, 2 Canadian teams were born to the NBA in '95, but back in 2001, the Vancouver Grizzlies became the Memphis Grizzlies, leaving the Toronto Raptors as the sole Canadian survivor.
Beverly against Lowry. Here's Harden. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Harden is never scared of physical defenders. I mean, he embraces the opportunity to get these calls when he's shooting. All you need is just one game of watching James Harden, and it's easy to see why he's such a gifted scorer. He has no problem getting around players and into the teeth of a defense. Pretty much impossible to stay in front of him at all times.
And Chris, as we know with Harden, it's only a prayer to stay in front of this guy. So crafty, so good, dead-eye shooter, difficult to defend.
And it's funny to think that when he came into the league from ASU, Harden was known mostly for his shooting. He has worked on his handles. Now he has the ability to drive. That's what's pushed him into elite player status.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me they always have to be alert, and especially against this team because of its discipline and focus. He said we'll get embarrassed if we're inattentive at the defensive end. We must stick with our principles and do the little things. Kevin, they did win the first meeting of the season, and we'll see if they can get it done again tonight.
All right, David, thanks. It sounds like the most important number for them today is opposing shooting percentage.
As it should be. I mean, this is an opponent that can go through some very hot stretches with the ball. So they've got to do what they can to limit those opportunities.
Yeah, I think that means bodying guys down, playing physical, doing whatever you can to force them out of their rhythm.
Now, here's Lowry. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And the former 5th overall pick back in the 2011 draft, Valanciunas is still only scratching, people feel, the surface of his true potential.
And he's had a few bouts with the injury bug, Kevin, but when he's right, he's a load.
Take a break.
Struggles defending on the perimeter, but his rebounding and rim protection have gotten more nasty as he's matured.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Both shots good from the stripe.
Now, by this point, we all know the approach the Houston Rockets front office has taken to assemble a team. It's made for some great years for Houston, but they have yet to turn the corner.
Now, here is Harden. Back to Beverly. Another miss by Houston. Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. To the middle, here's Valanciunas. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And for the approach of the Rockets, a lot of it is looking for shots that are of high value, namely threes and free throws.
Well, most importantly, the players have bought in and embraced the approach. Not many players will be against the high-powered offense that gets up and down the floor.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
Both good from the line that time. And so much anticipation. You know the fans are amped up for opening night.
Well, not just the fans, baby. The players are, too. I mean, they've worked over the summer so hard, going into the lab, adding something new. This is the proving ground right here.
Yes. Now here's Harden. Here's Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And Kevin, when Beverly gets these shots inside, he's just remarkably efficient. He just has tremendous touch on these shots.
Screened by Valanciunas. They set the pick. Carroll with the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Carroll's got himself on the board with 3 there. Rockets trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Carroll kicks to Harden. He feeds it to Beverly. Drills the three-pointer. Beverly's got 5 points so far.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. 11 feet away. No good. Harden with the defensive effort. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Anderson dishes to Harden. Over to the left wing. Carroll setting the pick for Beverly. Just 5 to shoot. Ariza. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Carroll passes to Lowry. It's good. Lowry's got his first 2 points of the night.
Man, fantastic chemistry on that play. You have to admire the unselfishness.
And Beverly kicks to Harrell. Pass to Harden. Harrell setting the pick for Harden. Harrell, that's good.
And Harden isn't just a remarkable scorer. I mean, he really spreads the ball around the floor well.
Outside Lowry. Right side DeRozan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Shot from 12. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Oh, that's just great offensive skill, consistently helping his teammates generate points.
Here's Lowry. Kicks it to Carroll. Screened by Valanciunas. Carroll with it. Shot clock at 5. Raptors need to get a shot. Here's DeRozan. They get the rebound. Inside, stolen by Anderson.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Rockets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Harrell. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. The Rockets have shot 2 free throws and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And so here's Toronto. Outside Lowry. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And just dropping the ball down inside, a timely assist.
Anderson, a screen on DeRozan. And Harden wide open. He shoots. The Rockets again can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
To the paint. Here's Carroll. And it's good for 2. Carroll's got his second basket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And last year, Kyle Lowry took another huge leap in his development. And yeah, the points, the steals, and the rebounds were fantastic. But I thought the bigger part was the fact that the discipline he showed in the offseason to drop to 25 pounds. You know, you factor that in with his shot selection, and that discipline is one reason why he was an all-star and rapidly becoming one of the very elite guards we have in our league.
Patterson, he's checked in for the Raptors. And as we have a moment now, let's take a look at the three-pointer to two-pointer shot ratio here in the postseason for the Rockets. Rockets trailed by 3. And talking about the progression of Lowry's game, some feel his improved attitude has had a lot to do with that.
You hit it. He was hard-headed when he came into the league. Didn't always get along with his coaches. Now, though, his maturity, his real confidence, those are areas of growth that have allowed him to just settle in and play his game.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Harden missing his last shot. Patterson, the screen. Carroll kicks to DeRozan from 11 feet away, and it falls over the rim and in. And it's a 5-point Raptor lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harden left side. Beverly wide open. The Rockets with another miss.
He just looks off in this one. Can't seem to throw it in the ocean.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And stolen by Ariza. And it's the Rockets on the break. Yep, it counts.
I mean, look at those big mitts of Ariza. I mean, they just can't be forgotten. Using them to paw away the ball and create chances for his team.
Now, here's DeRozan. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Chris, who's your pick for the best player at attacking the rim right now in the NBA?
Oh, I mean, when you talk about attacking the rim, and especially with force, you got to look at Westbrook. I mean, the way that guy gets to the rim and gets and attacks and also will dunk on you like a big fella. I just love his game. Harden, with his ball handling and creativity, the way he just searches out contact and gets to that free throw line, you have to love Harden. And I think Wiggins, he's a young guy that's really moving up on that list. When he gets the ball and you get caught sleeping, poster time.
That's right. Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Nogueira, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMar Carroll. Powell, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And Patterson drops them both.
Well, the crowning moment for the Rockets' franchise history has to be their back-to-back titles in '94 and '95. Jordan was out of the league, and it was time to shine for Houston. Hakeem Olajuwon led their team to their only 2 titles in franchise history.
Now here's Harden. That shot off the mark.
He's really had a rough quarter on the offensive side of the floor.
And Joseph kicks to Powell. Patterson, the screen. 6 to shoot. Ross dishes to Joseph. And that misses everything. And with the Rockets' pair of titles, what a scrappy group of teams those were. Drexler and Olajuwon were the stars, but everyone could play on their team.
But what is really wild about the '95 run is that the Rockets were a 6th seed. That was the lowest seeded team to ever win the NBA Finals.
Ross on the wing, covered by Brewer. Here's Patterson. That one's not going to go. And it's Houston the other way. Harden kicks to Brewer. Now here's Harden. Down low. Got a piece of it. Decker. From in close. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Nene's got his first points of the night.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
The dish now to Patterson. Fires at the elbow. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Gordon, the pass to Harden. Top of the key. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And Joseph kicks to Patterson. The feed to Ross. From past the arc. Gordon with the defensive effort. Rockets trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The pass to Harden. Puts it up from 12. Another miss by Harden.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
He's going to have to shake that off and forget about it. He's got to stay confident in himself.
Now here's Ross. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Toronto with the ball. 3-point lead. Nogueira dishes to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. Ross for 3. Eric Gordon grabs the board. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Magic in Orlando. Down low. He wants to get it to Nene and does. There's a screen. In the corner, it's Gordon. The Rockets with another miss.
Shocking, he bricked that one. That shot usually is money for him.
And Patterson kicks to Joseph. Dishes it to Powell. Now here's Ross. Not a lot of room. Stolen by Harden. Passes it to Brewer. Nene, right side. Back to Harden. Nene setting the pick for Harden. Houston moving the ball around to the middle. It's deflected. The shot by Nene, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Joseph, the pass to Ross. Shot to stop the drought. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Raptors. They lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And power forward Patrick Patterson getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do the negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
And the kind of guy who his teammates love, because they know he's always going to have their back, always going to work hard, and always going to bring it.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
You're right. They've been extremely active, physical, really dictating the flow of this game.
Lowry and DeRozan, the core of this team at the guard spots. Ross and Patterson to the forwards. And it's Nogueira in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now here's Ross. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's DeRozan. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. DeRozan's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Raptors. They get a hand on it. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen James Harden become one of the most accomplished in the league at drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line. And he makes no apologies for his style. He said free throws are a part of basketball. I'm not necessarily going in there and trying to draw a foul, but if a person can't guard you, he has to foul you. Or I'm going to score every single time. Kevin?
Maybe the toughest cover in the league, DA. Thank you. First free throw is good. Chris, you had a lengthy career that spanned a decade and a half. In all your years as a player, who was the biggest trash talker that you either played with or against?
Well, I'll tell you what, Larry Bird was a big trash talker, and I got a chance to play with him in Dream Team and other basketball-type settings. He was one of them. You also got to go with my man GP, Gary Payton. He was a big trash talker, and I'd probably have to go with my man Larry Bird or GP, Gary Payton, 6'4" GP. I was on the plane with him one time, and he was talking trash in his sleep. So, Gary's somewhere talking right now, playing the game. So, yeah, that's Gary's style. Gary's he's the biggest trash talker I've ever met.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Horrendous defense right there. Does the defense know who they're leaving wide open? You can't do that with him.
Here's Patterson. That one a little long.
But even though the defense made their presence felt, he needs to hit inside shots like that. And when you take a look at Patrick Beverley, a bit of a late bloomer in that he didn't start his NBA career until he was 24 years old. He played in several leagues in Europe after his college days as a Razorback. He honed his game and won some hardware overseas before deciding to come to the NBA.
Here's Beverley. The Raptors getting the bucket. Lets it go from deep. Gordon with another miss. Three-pointer, Lowry. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And here's Beverley. 5 points in the game. Gordon with it. Lowry picks him up, and the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Eric Gordon.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Screen by Valanciunas. Carroll, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight. Rockets trail by 6. Now Beverley, there's the pick. It's off his foot, and it's whistled a kick. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Gordon. With it. Valanciunas is there. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, Chris, it didn't take long for you to get into broadcasting after your playing days ended. Was that something that you had always imagined doing after your career came to a close?
Yes and no. I always wanted to be in basketball, and I still see myself in a management or an ownership position. But, growing up and being a student of the game, I listened to all the great voices growing up. I listened to George Blaha. He used to do local Detroit Pistons TV, and all the radio guys. Kevin, and I know you're a very humble guy, but to guys like yourself, Dick Stockton, Marv Albert, so I've gotten the chance to just listen to the best as I studied tape, and definitely influenced by that. And so the biggest blessing about it is that, or the biggest help about it is that, I've been put in a position where I get to work with some of the best guys that have ever done it, and I just want to thank them for helping me get to a point where I feel comfortable, talking about this game I love.
Well said. Now here's Ariza. Houston moving it around. He kicks it to Beverley. Clock at 6. A 3 from Anderson. Rebound by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Lowry. Inside. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Lowry. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors. Anderson, a screen on Lowry. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. Buries the long-range jumper. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Screened by Valanciunas. Patterson against Anderson. Patterson dishes to Lowry. To the inside, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Patrick Beverly. Some last season stats for him. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
Now off the inbound, and it comes off the front of the rim.
If he can find himself out there, his team will be in fantastic shape to get this win.
He dishes it to Hill. Back to Beverly. Here's the screen, and Anderson has it in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. Raptors leading by 4. Feeds it to DeRozan, and stolen by Ariza. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Beverly. He feeds it to Hill. Just 5 on the clock. Fades and shoots. Toronto grabs the miss.
He can hit that fadeaway shot, but with the D on him, you can't blame him for attempting that shot.
Here's DeRozan. DeRozan can't get that one to fall. Last outing for Toronto, unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Bulls in Chicago. Harrell with it. 5 points in the game. Here's McDaniels. Back to Beverly. From deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Rockets 4th.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Well, it's no secret, Chris, that Mike D'Antoni is an offensive-minded coach.
Well, everywhere he's gone, offense has not been the problem for his team. He's long been regarded as the mastermind of one of the best offensive teams ever with the Suns. A lot of his assistants from those days are now head coaches in the league or in front offices.
Now, here's Ariza. To the wing on the left. McDaniels passes to Ariza. Anderson the screen. The Rockets again can't hit.
After nailing an outside jumper during the first quarter, he can't seem to build off of it in this second.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Now here's Beverly. They set the screen from deep, and the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Ryan Anderson.
He just looks more engaged this second quarter, a far cry from his disappointing play in the first period.
And we see the growth of the three-point shooting big man, the stretch 4, if you will. Ryan Anderson was at the forefront, it seems, of that movement.
Yeah, especially at his volume of threes. He's never been just a secondary floor spacer. He's a go-to scoring threat with his outside shooting.
Norman Powell's checked in for Toronto. Corey Joseph comes in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Houston, Brewer comes in for McDaniels, and it's James Harden in for Patrick Beverly. And Joseph kicks to DeRozan. Toronto working the ball around now. There's a good screen. Now here's Powell. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now here's Brewer. DeRozan defending. Ariza has the open look and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Bulls. They need this one. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Harden to the paint. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Harrell. Harrell's got 7.
Oh, Harden is so good at finding the open man, and a selfish superstar who really whips the ball over quickly.
And here is Joseph. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And here's a look at the stats for Jonas Valanciunas. He had a strong showing last season. 6th in field goal percentage, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And for Houston, they're shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Here's the screen. Harden kicks to Harrell. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
And Harden is deadly in the pick-and-roll sets, whether he's shooting or passing. The D knows they're in trouble when he's involved.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 6. Here's Powell. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
Awesome attack toward the basket right there. This young man stays on his grind, showing his true grit and finding a way to get that one to go.
Some changes for Toronto. Nogueira, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Ross in for DeMar DeRozan. Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets. Decker comes in for Anderson. Now, here's Brewer, looking for his first basket still in this one. Ross against Ariza. Kicks to Harden. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Harden can carry an offense alone with his scoring. That's no secret. A big part of why he's able to do that is because he's so gifted at getting to the line. The past couple of years, he's averaged more than 10 free throw attempts a game.
And however you feel about Harden getting to the line, whether you think he deserves it or oversells calls, you can't deny, Chris, that he is effective doing it.
Well, some may say it's a lot easier to shoulder an offensive load at the free throw line, but they may never have taken the physical beating that it takes to get to that line. You got to give Harden credit. He knows how to create contact and push the issue. Very crafty when he goes up for a shot. If he feels a defender is caught with his hand in the cookie jar, in other words, reaching in to the ball.
Now here's Joseph. For 3, it drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
Oh, and that catch and shoot, Jay, from Harden is unblockable, just quickly shooting off the pass.
Pass to Nogueira. The dish to Powell. Now the feed to Ross. From downtown. No good there. Good D by Ariza.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, everybody goes through slumps. He can't let it get to him, though. Everyone makes mistakes on the floor. You just have to always be thinking about the next play.
Now here's Joseph. After Sam Decker's miss, back to Joseph. Shoots from the line. Jump shot is good. Joseph's got his first points in this one. Houston in the lead. Nene setting the pick for Harden. Inside. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Heads up aggressive move. The smaller man on him takes him right to the rim.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. The Rockets have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Free throw good, Nene. 1:57 left in the first half. Now Ross. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Raptors making a switch here. Patterson's checked in. Harden outside. Decker with a screen for Harden. And the pass to Decker. Dishes it to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Rockets have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
At the line for the Rockets, Aaron Gordon at the line for 2.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. 1:27 left to play here in the second quarter. And Joseph kicks to Nogueira. Stolen by Harden. On the wing, Brewer. Back to Harden. Jacks up a 3. He goes up again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Rockets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
2 shots.
That's good from Nene. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Nogueira gets a screen for Joseph. Foul for 3. And it's Nene with the rebound. Nene's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Decker slams it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
Now here's Powell. Passes it to Joseph. Shot clock at 5. Will it go? And it's off the back rim. No good. Houston leading by 9. Harden outside. Nene, the screen. Off the screen. The shot that time, not on target.
The defense is well aware of how good he is from there and did a great job of forcing that miss.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Rockets lead by 9. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Coach, it's early in the season, so what can you say about how things are going chemistry-wise so far?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Wayne, thanks a lot. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaq and Kenny. And an exciting time of the year as one of the first games of the regular season is halfway through. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. In the second quarter, they turned on the afterburners, making a big charge to jump ahead and build a 9-point lead for themselves at halftime. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
They did an awesome-orific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-orific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-orific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. It puts you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. As long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters, they will protect the lead.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that about wraps it up. Time
That's
now
it.
for the second half of the game. Yeah. I think Kevin Harlan should call the second half. How about you?
I agree.
Yeah, just like he did the first half.
Welcome back to Toronto, where the gigantic CN Tower dominates the skyline. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
Slashing hard to the bucket in the first half, almost looking to draw contact. You love that kind of fearless play.
Houston leading by 9. So on the floor for Houston. Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Trevor Ariza out there with Ryan Anderson. And it's Harrell in at the 5. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Fast break Toronto. Harrell's running. Feeds it to DeRozan. And the rejection by Harden. Leaves it dishes to Harden. Anderson the screen. Tries a 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Outside Lowry. It's DeRozan top of the key. The 3. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
There's the screen. He's up top, guarded by Valanciunas. Unloads from 13. And that one comes up a bit short. Raptors trail by 9. Pass to Lowry. DeRozan against Harden. DeRozan passes to Lowry. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Man, that's just tremendous court vision and timing. That assist was right on the money.
And one thing about Kyle Lowry, he's an absolute pit bull out there, and he's been that way since he was a 5-star recruit out of high school in Philadelphia.
Yeah, less about the sizzle, more about the stake. Physical, relentless, wears you down on both ends of the court, and for the last 2 seasons, a starter in the All-Star game. His toughness and leadership, championship quality.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 8, and that one, good.
Oh, and really, Harden is no stranger to his shots being contested by aggressive defenders. I mean, he just nails these shots thanks to how he stays concentrated on the cup.
Lowry against Beverly. Back to Lowry. Stolen by Beverly. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Valanciunas with a screen on Harden. Here's DeRozan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And DeMar DeRozan, kind of a throwback, you know, for this day and age when we talk so much about the 3-point shot, because he's not a guy that's going to bomb you to death from deep. He's a high flyer who's going to attack the rim and get to the free throw line. And to me, that's extremely important, because the more attempts at the line you get, the more opportunities you have to set your defense. And so he beats people with that polished mid-range game and shoots an incredible number at that line. And those are reasons why this guy continues to improve and become one of the best at that off-guard position.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. And looking at how DeRozan gets his points last season, Greg, he made great strides in becoming a more efficient shooter.
Yeah, and for a guy who didn't take a lot of threes, the field goal accuracy wasn't all that great for a number of seasons. But last year, DeRozan was more patient, took better shots. He also became more of a conscientious playmaker, which his teammates, no doubt, appreciate.
Rockets leading by 6. 6 on the shot clock. Harden kicks to Harrell. Takes a 3.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Ariza against Carroll. He kicks it to Lowry. He dishes it to Valanciunas. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far.
What a display we've seen from them so far. Every half open look they've gotten, they've knocked down and show no signs of letting up. Right now, they are in the driver's seat. As long as they can keep their rhythm on offense, they'll just steamroll this team the rest of the way.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Valanciunas hits them both.
Not your run-of-the-mill big man from the line. This guy can stroke.
Beverly dishes to Harrell. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. DeRozan against Harden. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Ariza brings the double. Carroll passes to Lowry. Pulls up. Ariza with the rebound.
Beautiful execution in terms of creating space for his shot. He just couldn't get that one to fall.
Down low, and Harrell slams it in.
What about the vision of Ariza just slashing the D apart with his passing?
Raptors trail by 6. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Here's Valanciunas. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
Jonas Valanciunas at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for the Rockets. Valanciunas hits them both.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Kicks to McDaniels. A 3-ball. Drills it from outside. McDaniels got 6.
Well, if you want to make a good shooter's eyes just light up, just sag off of him.
Outside Lowry. He feeds it to DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. And that's now 11 points for DeMar DeRozan. Beverly with the ball. He has 5. Beverly with a screen on Carroll. Ariza no look.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Here's Valanciunas. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Lowry. He's coming off an excellent season. 4th in steals, 12th in assists, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Gordon's checked in for McDaniels. Valanciunas hits them both. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. It's stolen by Lowry. Now running, here comes Lowry, pushing the ball up, and it's all evened up. Lowry's got 7.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, he didn't think twice about it there. He saw an opportunity to attack, and he took full advantage of it.
Now here's Harrell. Back to Beverly. The feed to Anderson. To the paint. The dish to Harrell. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Beverly from outside the arc. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Lowry. Down low and stolen by Harrell. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. Patterson, the screen. And DeRozan kicks to Carroll for the lead. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Nogueira's checked in for Valanciunas. Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets. Sam Decker comes in for Anderson. Well, one of the biggest names in free agency GA this past offseason was DeMar DeRozan. Many in Toronto feared he would leave the team, but he re-upped with the Raptors on a huge deal.
Yeah, and DeRozan spoke about loyalty to the franchise when he announced he wanted to return to Toronto. It's the only team he's ever played for his entire career, and easy to be loyal when you are getting almost $30 million a year. So it's a great contract for DeRozan.
Rockets have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. That free throw good from Nene. The Raptors making a switch here. Ross is checked in. One is no good. Raptors with the lead. Outside Lowry. Back to Ross. And Ross with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Beverly. 5 points in the game.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Beverly against Lowry. Back to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the foul. It's on Lucas Nogueira. That's foul number 2 for him. Joseph, he's checked in for Toronto. And a switch here also for Houston. Corey Brewer's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Rockets trail by 4. Beverly dishes to Gordon. Now here's Brewer. He's guarded by Ross. Gordon. Toronto grabs the miss. Nogueira's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ross kicks to Lowry. There's the pass to Patterson. For 3, Ross. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Here's Beverly. Dishes it to Nene. Decker with a screen for Nene. Here's Beverly. That shot misses. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Here's Ross. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Decker, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Well, of course it did. The D was nowhere to be found, and because of that, he easily sprinted down the court and got an easy bucket on that.
Here's Patterson, again Toronto. Now here's Beverly. 5 points in the game. Passes it to Nene. Back to Beverly. Feeds it to Decker. Pass to Brewer. To the inside. Nogueira with the steal. And here is Joseph. He dishes it to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Wow, way off on that one.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over him.
Outside Gordon. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Powell, he's checked in for Joseph. And a switch here also for Houston. Harden's checked in. Toronto leading by 4. Now Ross, he has 5. He kicks it to Powell. And again, Toronto with the triple.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Harden the pass to Decker. Harden with the screen on Patterson. Nene the screen. Decker dishes to Nene. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Nene's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Patterson kicks to Lowry. Ross passes to Patterson. Raptors moving the ball around. Beverly against Lowry. It's blocked. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. In the corner, Harden. To the middle. It's tipped. Nogueira with the steal. Powell kicks to Patterson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Sam Decker.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Shooting for Toronto, Patrick Patterson. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Raptors. Valanciunas comes in for Nogueira. And it's DeRozan in for Powell. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Rockets trail by 6. There's a minute 34 left in the 3rd quarter. That one, no good. And DeRozan kicks to Ross. Up top, DeRozan, guarded by Harden. Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. He's been getting to the line. Now his 6th trip in the game.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Valanciunas hits them both. Rockets trail by 8. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Harden's shot is off.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
Well, that's just a stupendous effort by him right there. He stopped him dead in his tracks.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Kicks it to Decker. He feeds it to Beverly. The dish to Gordon. From 11 feet away, it's tipped. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. It's tipped. Stolen by Decker. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The feed to Beverly. Nene, the screen. And Beverly kicks to Harden. It's stolen by DeRozan. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Houston making some changes. Carroll comes in for Nene. And it's Anderson in for Sam Decker. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. DeRozan with it. 14 points for him. With 1 on the clock. No good trying to beat the buzzer. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Raptors. They lead by 11. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Don't give in to those semi-fast break and get mismatches. We got to sprint back. We don't want to have just give in to a mismatch. That's what they want.
And Dwayne Casey extremely focused on what he feels are cracks in their transition D.
Hey, creating space on the fast break. Something every team practices. They not only have to flip from offense to defense faster, they have to communicate much better.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The explosive pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the backcourt. Inside, it's Patterson by Valanciunas, and it's Carroll in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. It's stolen by DeRozan. Down low, shoots it up, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Magnificent team play. Great timing on that bounce pass.
Rockets trailed by 14. Gordon, the pass to Harden. Carroll kicks to Ariza. Inside, Harden. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you know Harden loves using that shot fake and Euro step because it's so hard for defenders not to bite on it.
At the line for the Rockets, James Harden. At the line for 2.
Free throw drops for Harden. Harden hits them both.
And Harden was the runner-up for the MVP award in 2015, a dynamite player, and continues to excel in all aspects of the game.
Now here's DeRozan. Pass to Valanciunas. Shakes him. He takes it up and lays it in. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 14 now for Toronto.
and such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
He just never seems to panic or rush his decisions. He's just smooth. He's calm, collected, speaks volumes in games like this one.
Just 5 on the clock. And it's Gordon missing.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
It's good on the putback. And the Raptors lead by 16.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And Damari Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Off the inbound, and Gordon lays it in.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Strong fundamentals right there. He didn't consider the height disadvantage too long. Instead, he just went right at him and sunk it in his grill, in the face.
And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 16 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
I mean, yeah, they just have not been able to offer any kind of defensive effort tonight. Embarrassing.
Now here's Harden. Here's Anderson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Patrick Patterson.
At the line for the Rockets, Ryan Anderson. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Anderson. Raptors leading by 14. Outside DeRozan. Up top, Valanciunas. Carroll kicks to Lowry. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Rockets shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Harden dishes to Harrell. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
That's his second personal foul.
Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Lowry from outside sinks the 3-pointer. And the Raptors lead by 14.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
The other angle is up to their aggressiveness on drives. They have to create the contact, maybe live at the free throw line for a while.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
And Toronto has possession, following the 3 by Houston that went in. The pass to DeRozan, back to Lowry. Oh, the lob to DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Harden to the paint, and stolen by Patterson. Carroll with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
That's just a clumsy turnover there. Just an errant pass that should have never been attempted.
Rockets trailed by 13. Harden outside. Dishes to Ariza. Anderson outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Harden. Second chance shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. Perhaps the most memorable team, Chris, you played on, the Kings of the early 2000s. We see a lot of teams now that have that same up-tempo style with great passing. Is this the way basketball is meant to be played?
You know, I think
Two
so.
shots.
I think, you know, you have 5 players on the court, and unlike other sports, you have to play offense and defense on this team. And so to keep guys motivated, to keep guys engaged, you know, you want guys that want to touch the ball and score. There could be guys that can be just decoys out there, but they're still touching the ball, being part of the offense. And it's no worse feeling than to come down for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possessions and not touch the ball. And as a fan, for me, it's nothing worse than watching the team come down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possessions and a guy try to go one-on-one and he really can't score. And you're looking at the coach like, get this guy off the floor. So team basketball is great. Why? Because you get more open looks, better shot selection. You get different guys in different positions. And I think most importantly, you don't think about this, you get more highlights because it makes the defense move from side to side. It makes the defense more engaged and pay attention. And therefore, when they slip up, it's that much more special with the play. And you can only do that mostly with 5 players that move the ball. So, yeah, team ball is definitely the best player. But even on the best teams, you need a guy that can go get you some buckets.
I like that. Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry. And Kyle Lowry drops them both. Rockets trail by 15. Gordon, the pass to Harden. Feeds it to Harrell. Anderson with a screen for Ariza. Passes it to Harden. Fade away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
They made that possession super uncomfortable, and as a result, they got the stop they needed.
Now here's Carroll. Back to Lowry. Fires for 3. Here's Valanciunas. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
This is not the same defensive team we saw in the first half. They are giving up way too many open looks.
Harden against Lowry. Now here's Anderson. Guarded closely. The Rockets with another miss. Raptors leading by 17. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Pass to Carroll. 5 on the clock. Screened by Valanciunas. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And the Raptors with another bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Nice off-the-ball movement and action to free him up for a shot he makes on a regular basis. Outstanding work.
Now here's Harrell. He dishes it to Harden. Anderson wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And with that 3, his 2nd of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's DeRozan. Patterson setting the pick for Carroll. DeRozan against Gordon. Puts it up from 15. And the shot falls short this time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
He gets that one. Toronto leading by 14. Toronto calls timeout.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Houston making a switch. Beverly's checked in. Kicks it to Ross. He feeds it to Carroll. Screen Screen by Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. Outside Lowry. There's the triple. The Rockets pull it in.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
Well, it really went well according to plan there for the D. They completely baited them into taking that shot, making that move, and they were ready for it.
Harden against Ross. And again, no good by Toronto.
His offense remains mostly absent, but he still has been a team player in helping get them the lead.
Harden kicks to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Well, also a miscommunication on defense. No one rotates over. See ya.
Now here is Lowry. The dish now to Ross. Stolen by Harden. And it's Houston on the break. He kicks it to Anderson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Ryan Anderson, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
After being a little hesitant in the first, he looked much more intent on getting himself to the stripe.
Here's Lowry. Ross for 3. Here's Carroll. Up and in on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 13.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
To the paint. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here we go with Ross. Nobody back. And Ross with the slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
Count that one.
I mean, he's connecting on most of his shots out there, and his team has needed every one of them.
Raptors leading by 13. Now here is Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Screened by Valanciunas. From the arc. The shot by Lowry, no good.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
13 foul. Shooting for Toronto, Kyle Lowry. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Lowry nails both of them. Rockets trail by 15. Now a timeout called by Houston. Toronto making a change here. DeRozan's checked in. Raptors on defense. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The three from Harden. The shot missing. Nice D from DeRozan. Raptors leading by 15. Okay, time now for an injury report. Now an update on DeMar DeRozan from David Aldridge. Dave, what'd you find out?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Raptors head athletic trainer. After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. Of course, the schedule is getting extremely demanding at this time of the season. That injury is only going to make things worse. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And, you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
You're right. We know he's a baller, a competitor, that he'll do everything within his power to return to the court as soon as possible.
.143 left in the game. Harden with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Harden against DeRozan. And here's Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Harrell. The Rockets with another miss. Toronto leading by 17.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Raptors.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep. And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Jonas Valanciunas.
Man, he just had one heck of a game. He gave them an almost unstoppable option every trip down the floor. They asked a lot of him tonight, and he did not disappoint.
Now DeRozan. James Harden missing on the 3. Out left to the wing. And it's off from 3-point range. To stop the drought, drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, Harden's ability to stretch the floor is crucial. You love to see him drop in those perimeter jumpers.
Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. Now Lowry. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Kyle, looked like the defense really got it done for you tonight.
You know, we focused in a lot on defense in the film session we did before the game, so we had to re-emphasize the things that we worked on in the last couple of days of practice.
That's been your identity as a team for a while. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time. But first, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson just a few aisles above us.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game. DeMar DeRozan took the second half of this game by storm. Time and time again, he came up with huge plays for his team.
The athletic ability of DeMar DeRozan is off the charts, but he's got a great head on his shoulders, too. I like this kid from California. And we got a good taste of how well he combines his smarts and his skills tonight.
The defense was non-existent. They didn't challenge him. They didn't try to move him off his favorite spots. They didn't force him to do anything different. No physical play, and he took advantage of that.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.